What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Okay, today a slight change of plan. So obviously Harmony and I are on a cruise and we were supposed to be in Madeira this morning, but because there was some severe weather, I think they said there were 25-foot seas, it wasn't safe to dock in Madeira, and then we were going to the Azores. So we came a little further south to the Canary Islands and we actually just pulled into Tenerife. So the good news is that I haven't been to Tenerife and I'm gonna go out, run some trails. The bad news is I had a beautiful run planned in Madeira. I was really looking forward to it. Like up on the ridgeline between the two highest peaks on the island. And I've been looking forward to that for the whole year that we've had this cruise booked. But now I'm in Tenerife, I've got to do something else. So I looked at my map app, and it looks like there are a lot of trails. Good morning. A lot of trails right off the ship that just kind of go back up into the hills. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to explore from the ship. Of course, there is Mount Tidi on Tenerife, which goes up to about 12,000 feet, but that is a couple hours away and it's very expensive to get there, and I don't know if I have enough time to get a taxi to Mount Tidi, then do like a 6 or 7 hour hike, and then get a taxi back. It's about 2 hours from Santa Cruz, which is where the cruise port is. So, come along. We're gonna run in the hills around Santa Cruz in Tenerife. It's gonna be fun. Okay, I'm slowly getting out of town. I've been running 2.3 miles, but I did find myself down here in this drainage gully. It's full of rocks, not very pleasant running. I guess it's like for storm runoff from the hills, but I found like a homemade ladder coming up the side of the bank, and I climbed that, got out, and here I am back on the little road that's going to take me to the trailhead. Buenos dias. I don't think it's very far, but the place that I'm trying to get to is about 815 meters. So I've got a bit of climbing ahead of me. You can tell I'm already a bit breathy just coming up this slight incline. Ooh. All right, come on. We're gonna get some good views and some good running footage. I've said it before, I'll say it again. The very best part of traveling is running in new places. Come on. Okay, I think I've come to the trailhead. I'm really not sure, but I had to walk up this. This road was so steep, but eventually I've come to what I think is the trailhead, and it is this tiny little trail going up here. So this is going to be pretty slow going, but we're going to give it a go. Come on. It's pretty slow going on the steep parts, it's so rocky, and it's still fairly runnable for the most part, but can you guys see behind me just how gorgeous this canyon is? This is going to be up there on one of the most beautiful places I've run. Now, I did make the decision before I came away. I definitely enjoy traveling light, and I chose to bring one pair of running shoes, and I chose the Tempus, the Saucony Tempus, just because I thought it would be the best all around, because I knew I wasn't going to be running that many trails, and it wasn't worth me bringing a pair of trail shoes for the 1 or 2 days that I go out for a couple hours on the trail. So I'm just very lucky that it's beautiful weather and it's not wet, the rocks are dry, so these Tempus they're working pretty well for me. We'll see how it goes as they go on. Another good thing, with that minor stability in the Tempus, that's going to be good for me as I start getting tired. I've only been going 40 minutes and I'm already tired. I'm going at a snail's pace. I would love to do a race on this terrain. It's so beautiful, so gorgeous. Let me turn the camera around, look at this. It's so dry, there's cactuses everywhere. Oh my, this is awesome. Okay, let's keep going. All right, listen. You probably can't see it on this camera, but right up here on the side of the mountain, looks like there's 20 goats and they're just bleeding. And they're up on the super steep side of the mountain. They're better climbers than me. I'm sweating a lot. I thought it was a nice cool day for this, but a little bit of exertion, all of a sudden it doesn't seem so cool. Okay, the runnable sections are getting few and far between as we get higher. Oh, here's a little bit right here, but that's okay. I think coming down is not going to be any easier just because it's so techy. There's like little rocks absolutely everywhere, like ankle breakers. So it's going to be a slow day out on the trails. I told Harmony I was going to be gone for 3 hours, but there is no way I'm going to be back in 3 hours if I go to the location that I was planning to go to. I may have to turn around before, but we'll see. Maybe all of a sudden things will start getting easier. I'll find my mountain legs. Still, this is so fun. So fun. It's so gorgeous. I don't think I've said that enough yet. So gorgeous. I just crossed over to the other side of the valley. The sun's getting a little higher, so it was very hot when I'm in the sun, but on this side of the valley, it's still a little bit of shade. You can probably see the sun just hitting my face now, but it's remarkably cooler in the shade than it is in the sun, obviously, right? All right, guys. We're gonna do this. Oh, I do have to be careful. I do not want to fall. Oh, I would. It's a guaranteed pretty bad injury if I fall. And if I fall over the side, a lot of these trails are like right on the edge of a cliff down into the valley. And if I fall down there, well, no one's gonna find me. I lost cell reception about half an hour ago, so I won't even be able to call for help. Oh well, let's just keep our fingers crossed that nothing bad happens. That's the safest thing we can do, right? Just look out here. I've been climbing for about an hour. Oh, hopefully I've got less than that to get to the top, but this is an absolutely stunning hike. Not really runnable. It's a little too steep and techy to be runnable, but still a lot of fun. Look at these goats. There's goats all the way up here. I have reached a pretty high point. I can now see over the top of the mountains and I can see Santa Cruz on the other side. And I came up this valley over here. So I've actually run into a bit of a snag. I've come to a dead end. I thought this was the trail, but I've come to someone's house and it doesn't seem like there's a way for me to get through. So I guess I'm going to backtrack, see if I can find another trail. Don't quite know what I'm going to do. I don't want to go back the same way I came, but I might have to. We'll see. I guess this is all part of the adventure, isn't it? Alright, I hate to do it. I took what I thought was a trail and it seems to have just petered out and disappeared into nowhere. And the mountainside is just a little rough for me to go scrambling up it without a trail. Seems like I would really hurt myself if I tried that. So I'm gonna backtrack to the main trail that I came in on and head down. It's still going to be fun. It's going to be totally different doing it going downhill. I mean, I've already realized how sketchy it is in the first part, but it gets really rocky as we head just a little bit lower. I'm also looking forward to heading back down into the valley where it's a little shadier and just maybe a tad cooler. It's really time to start making my way back now. Alright, an hour and 44 minutes on this trail, and I just went by the first person, another hiker that I've seen. So these trails are not well traveled, although they are well marked. except for the ones that I wanted to take earlier. Those are definitely not well marked. Well, they might be well marked, but I was missing them. I don't know. Oh, you know what? A rock plate would really be good right now in my shoes. My feet are feeling just a little beat up from landing on all of these rocks all the way down. Hey, this part of the trail is very close to a cliff edge with a little bit of water at the bottom. I don't know how well you guys can see that, but it's a long way down. It's a long way down. Oh, I would definitely hurt myself if I went down there. Okay. Let's keep going. I need to suck it up. Look, I chose to bring these Tempus. Okay, let's go. We're on our way down. Just coming off the trail and onto the road. This is what we're looking at. Now we've got quite a steep road going back down to the waterfront. So at least I can start moving on this road. Oh, my feet are trash from those rocks. Oh, not pretty. At least I'm moving well now. This feels good. To open up my stride. Easy running back to the ship, and then I get to walk into town with Harmony. Do some tourist stuff. Oh, I was so exhausted by the end of that run that I forgot to film an end to the video while I was still outside. So I am walking back to the cabin on the ship, and I am looking forward to walking into town and then maybe getting in the hot tub, getting something to drink. I'm pretty thirsty. That was actually a pretty exhausting run. Alright guys, if you are ever in Tenerife, you should definitely check that out. There are a lot of trails all up in the hills all around Tenerife. Thanks for staying all the way to the end of the video. Hey, if you've made it this far, drop a mountain emoji in the comments just to let me know that you stayed this far. Be kind, be happy, run well. See you in a couple of days.